Day 2 was a deep dive into paint correction. We went over choosing the proper polisher, the differences in compounds and polishes, refinement, and priming the paint to bond with the ceramic coating. We also went through our comprehensive business and marketing class. In episode 3, we'll cap off this training series with our class on ceramic coatings, touch on installing exterior and interior ceramic coatings, and answer any of our trainees' questions. And finally, finish out our graduation ceremony.
We did our master installer training 2 years ago. So we've been with Fireball for about 2 years. We're going to stay and give the new guys that don't know how every product works, we're going to teach them how it works and how to apply it the right way.
Personally, I was looking forward most to the ceramic coating aspect. I did learn a lot with the business and marketing, so I would say today's work has been the most valuable to me.
Most people want to start here and just start working down. So how the am I going to get it all the way down there? I'm going to keep adding. As you go up the chain, the ladder of products, these turn more into honey. There's no way I'm getting this honey all the way down there. This is already working. It's already getting hard. Okay? So I've already made a rookie mistake. I haven't made a timer. I haven't said anything. I don't even know what's going on. You guys heard me use Google. I use Google all the time. So I want to go from left to right, but because that handle's there, I don't want to touch that, right? Because I'm gonna have way too much in that area. So I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna come down. And then I can start to move the product. So here's the thing that I see a lot of people do. They always go over, touch other side panels, they'll nick this, and they don't do anything with it. See a lot of people overlapping into the next panel. They don't do anything with it. They're not finessing in here. So if I'm doing this right here, and I'm only gonna be able to do this panel with my 10-minute time frame, I can pull this off. You know that, right? As long as this is still good, I can fold this and I can add a little bit of coating to this and finesse inside and out.
Fireball ceramic coatings are not only the best on the market, they're highly concentrated and extremely well performing. And when properly maintained, they can last for years. Our coatings are also very easy to install, but they are highly specialized and follow a different installation process than other coatings. So training is vital to ensure proper installation.
On this Toyota 86, we put Scylla all around it, which is the 5-year super corrosive resistant coating that they have. That coating is a top seller in our shop just because we live in the Midwest. Indianapolis, we had a lot of road salt, de-icers, things like that. Not to mention about 70% of people are living with hard water in our state. So the water spot resistance is really nice too.
It was nice to see Scylla on an entire vehicle, and now especially that it's had some problem areas identified, to see how to remove them and correct it, since it's been, I don't know, probably close to an hour or 2 hours since we've finished it. So that's the most chemically resistant coating. So for daily drivers, it's a very good one to offer for people. I'm from Ohio. Conditions aren't the greatest there, and that's the strongest one that we have chemically wise. I guess it was nice to see that one get applied today too, just to make sure everything is clicked well for me. I've never used Docto, so I'm excited to at least see it be applied.
I'm excited to use Docto. I've never done it, never used it, so I'm excited to get my hands on it today.
I'm excited to put down Docto. That's my, that's the coating that I'm most, interested in putting down, just because we've only done one, and to say it went well would be a complete lie.
Dustin is not the only installer who has struggled with the learning curve when switching from other brands. Untrained, non-certified installers often have to learn how to install without any help from coating manufacturers, which is part of why our training academy is so valuable for these small business owners. Once trained, Docto is just as simple and easy to apply as any other coating on the market. Docto is our flagship ceramic coating, and learning to install it on customer cars is a great way for any installer to expand their service list, boost profit potential, and reputation.
Fireball has a very unique way of recognizing that they need to be removed before it's too late and then we're running into other problems. So when I first got brought on, it was definitely an interesting experience because I did have problems with high spots. I did have problems with the whole coating curing on a panel before I was ready, stuff like that. So even if I did a test spot, the majority of the time it was in a controllable 2x2 square or something.
I learned that I'm wiping it off a little too early. I am wiping it off a little too early because I don't feel very much resistance when we wipe off. But that's because I've been used to so many other coatings that if it starts getting grabby, like even in the slightest, you're up. You know what I mean? So in doing all this, I've learned that it needs to be a little grabby. That way we know it really did its job and it really went on there. Also, I need to reiterate with my guys that they use a lot comparative to what we've used here.
I try to come in as a sponge for the coatings. My shop's pretty small, so you know what I do in a year, probably some guys do in a month, really. So just to see, you know, the different techniques and everything, and then obviously see Luke and Brian and JP working, you know, some of the bigger hitters here. That was what I was most excited for.
Over here, you can actually collab with people. You actually like, oh, we're actually learning together as like a community and like a group.
So here's the problem. Even people that use dressing on interiors, what do?
They don't work it in enough.
They don't move it around, they don't get complete coverage, splotches. It looks like, if you already do that work and you know that's you, guess how much work this is compared to that? Because you're gonna start seeing a lot of problems if you don't work this in. So if you already know that you pulled a car around and you're like, I half-assed this one, I didn't do a good job, you need to make sure you're doing a good job because your customer will see this and you ain't gonna fix it. This is permanent. So if I accidentally didn't wipe that and I go to do it again, I have to recoat, no matter what. Does anyone know what Napa cleaner and Napa coat's meant for? Napa leather, right? But all Napa is good for cleaner. It's a neutral cleaner. So all interiors, any engines that you want to hand clean stuff with, you can use it. Wheel and tire is an alkaline cleaner. So if you need heavy cleaning, I would use alkaline for the wheels, the tires, and the engine degreasing. So if you need a heavy degrease, did that need a heavy degrease? No. So I could get away with some light Napa, rinse it off.
With the day winding down, installers had a few questions about some of our most popular products.
I don't want to mix this first. Normally when I have a bottle, I want to do 2 to 5 squirts of tire booster in the bottle. So we're going to act like this isn't here, okay? Let that come up. 2 to 5, depending on how far you want to go. So if I only have a little bit, I can probably get away with that. If I'm going to fill this whole bottle, I'd go 5. And then that's the booster itself. That's basically adding SiO2 in performance into your already satin, high gloss, or Janus, whichever one you have. So you could buy one of these and work all your bottles of whichever one you have. And that's why you get individual bottles to boost them.
While we wrapped up the training and prepared for our graduation ceremony, we asked our trainees to share some final thoughts on their experience here at Fireball Academy.
I've already been installing them for close to 18 months, so I just got to ask my questions. I got to bounce my issues that I've had in the past and how I would, without the assistance of my peers, how I was going to be able to assess those on my own now, outside of even like the things I've already ran into, so like new problems, because every coating installation goes a little differently between humidity, temperature outside, dust, cold. There's so many variables to how long a coating is going to last.
To me, Fireball is like the first official pro step that I need to take. Over here, Luke and Chris, they actually really helped me out getting better at my detailing skills. Because what they do to get better is to actually minimize the problems that they need to do or the steps they need to do in order to become more efficient. And I think that's one huge thing I'm gonna take home after this training, that's for sure.
I've been to multiple trainings. I've done 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. This is the first 3-day training, and I feel like you get the most out of it. I mean, it's a lot of stuff to take in. You definitely can't take it all in 1 day. A lot of good stuff, and if you try to cram it in 1 day, you're going to miss a lot. Do a little bit each day, you really get the full effect and really get to ask questions and everything like that.
Going to training in general, window tint, paint protection film, fireballs training, just gives you a greater sense of confidence on what you can supply your clients, your customers, your consumers, and then knowing that you're going to provide them a quality product every time.
Like, I wish it was a longer training. Even though it's just right, I feel like I would enjoy a little more training even afterwards. I just like the atmosphere.
People that didn't know what all Fireball offered, which is a lot. They offer marketing materials, they offer there's advice. It's probably the most friendly group of people in the industry from my experience so far. And it's still smaller, so we have that tight-knit family feel, which is of course great for everybody. It creates camaraderie within people that use the same brand.
Do you guys feel that you learned more than one thing?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you feel that the value was there?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yep. Do you feel that each other person here was available to help you and lend a hand? Right? That's what it's all about. It's community. It's a network. Every single one of you guys can help one another. We're all in it together, right? He might not know everything, I might not know everything, but I'm sure out of all of us, I'm sure we can figure it out, right? You can see as we went along throughout the training, we had some mistakes. That's the point. We're gonna make mistakes, but how we fix those mistakes is what makes us keep moving forward.
Based on performance and prior experience, our attendees are certified at professional, expert, and master levels. We look forward to working alongside them for years to come as their businesses grow and improve.
This latest Academy session was one of the biggest and most comprehensive we've ever done. Our team here at Fireball headquarters is so grateful to everyone who took the time to come out and be a part of it. A big thank you to the trainees and the master installers who made this training possible. You can look for all of our installers in our new public Facebook group or on the Find an Installer page of the Fireball website. Exciting new changes are coming soon to the Academy framework that will help us reach more installers across the country. But this training will always stand out to us as the high mark we look to replicate with our new 3-day format. As always, stay tuned for more from Fireball. Like, subscribe, and sign up for our next Academy session at the Fireball website.